Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So we're back with another video. This is another post commentary video. Um, so I started screen recording this one real quick, thinking that I would get a lot of action again. But I didn't get as much action as I thought I would. So if you've seen that at the very start of the video, I showed that one city. So I had made a jump from that one city. From my home to that one city in the desert, and then these two cities that I circled, I had threw a bunch of attacks in this corner, and those two cities that I circled were the ones that actually landed. The other ones got walled. So right here, I'm focusing again on Nick Nace's. I'm focusing him a lot just because he's number one, or was number one in the leaderboards at the time when I was making my move to this island. Yeah, so I'm being very careful not to scout him. I don't want to give him, give it away that I'm in this little top left corner, because he has most of this island. So yeah, I don't want him to know that I'm there yet. So I'm gonna end up taking that 90 that I'm 17 seconds away from, and then I'm just gonna mass attack him real quick. Just hit him hard, fast, try to take as much as I can real quick. And then I will slow down when I think he's getting ready to wall me. So you'll see that coming up in a second. So I mass scout real quick, or multi scout real quick, and then I just start sending 2Gs, anywhere between 1 and 2Gs per attack, and I try to hit further cities first. So you'll see that I'm starting to branch out a little bit further out. Then I'll grab these that are closer. But yeah, so I'm just and right now I'm just trying to do that. Just try to get as much as I can before he has time to get ready. So in about, I say about 5 minutes. I give it about 5 minutes, and then I'll start slowing down a little bit, because I'm like, oh, he's probably getting in position, getting ready to wall me. And I leave the chat open this time, just because I like having the chat open when I'm attacking people, just to see what they say, because sometimes they give away useful information. So right now he's not talking, so maybe he's still offline. Some people will say something, and then I'm like, oh, okay, they're on. Let me just be cautious now. Some people will be sneaky and not say nothing. So you'll see that I'll open the chat and close it a lot, just so I can keep an eye on it. But yeah, this is basically what I do. I'm multi-scouting just to make sure, because I don't want to get walled. So I'm gonna multi-scout as often as I can, while sending my attacks as quickly as possible. As soon as they land, boom, send it right back to attack. Just trying to get as much as I can. Now, actually, I think there's really not any action until the very end. I get a nice, decent little wall. But I don't think I get much action from Nick Nace. I end up catching where his troops are, and then I just stop. But I do wall somebody else, which was very nice. And it was right whenever I was going to end the video, too. I was just about to end the video, and then something happens, which is fortunate for me and unfortunate for the other person. But you'll see when I get there. So, a question, I'm pretty sure you guys read in the chat what my clan was writing. So they were asking what Templars are. So I'm going to go over what Templars are, because some of you may not know what they are, since you don't see Templars, or you don't get to mess with Templars until you're in Platinum. That is whenever you can see Templars and upgrade them and whatnot. You may have heard of them in Gold League, since Gold League is where, since there's temples in Gold League, and you'll see that some people by their name have a little bear with a number out next to it. That's the amount of Templars that they have. So what Templars are, each temple has its own Templar. So you have the Templar for Striker, Templar for Rusher, Guardian, Prosperous, and Recruiter. So yeah, they all have their own Templar, and what they are is they affect how much of a stat increase your temples give, or your contribution. I don't know what I was gonna say. It shows your contribution, so your Templars show your contribution to the temples that your clan has. So by upgrading your Striker Templar, you're contributing into giving a little bigger stat for your Striker, and it combines all the Templars or Striker Templars for your entire clan, and that's how you get the stat bonus for that Striker Temple whenever you own one. I don't know if I did a good job explaining it, but that's the best I can do. Yeah, so you want to upgrade them because it's a nice boost. I mean, you add 20 people per clan, and everyone is chipping in on the Templars. It's a very good boost whenever you have those temples. Now, the way I like to focus on upgrading them is I like to focus on Rusher first. Like you probably read in the chat, I said Rusher first. Striker and Recruiter can be interchangeable. Either one can be second or third. They're both really good. Then Guardian and Prosperous, you don't really need to worry about that because nobody really cares for that temple. Just focus on mainly Rusher, your Striker, and Recruiter. Then basically, the way I do it is that whatever I have left, I'll use it on Guardian, and then if I have anything remaining from that, then I'll go to Prosperous. I did mess up on mine, and I tried to get everything to level 8 because a lot of the top clans wanted to see 8s across the board for you to join the top clan. So I did that at first. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, okay, Judgment was writing. I was like, who was I writing to? That's right, Judgment was on and started writing me. Judgment is a little beast now. If Judgment was actually playing, I'm pretty sure Judgment would have first place. He has way better stats than me, so. But he was taking it easy this season, so. But yeah, that's basically what Templars are. You can only upgrade them in Platinum. Now, if you fall from Platinum to Gold, you keep the Templars that you have, like the current levels of Templars that you have. So if you have +5 on the Striker, you keep that if you go down to Gold, and it will affect the temples that you own in Gold. But you just can't upgrade it. You can only upgrade it in Platinum and in Diamond. What else? I think I covered this in a previous video, but temples do not stack. So if you have 5 Striker temples, it's the same as having 1 in the sense of the stats that you get. Yeah. What else? I think that's basically it for the stuff involving temples and Templars. Yeah, right here's we're chatting right now, Judgment and I, and he was saying that he thinks I'm faster than him, but I already knew, or I already seen in global somebody him talking about his speed, and I already knew that he had me beat by a good bit. So yeah, I was just letting him know, nah, you got me beat. But yeah, that's basically it. basically all I did in this island. I did all my little attacks, and then I started regrouping all my troops because if you look right above Judgment, you'll see that Nick Nasus has his troops there. So I was like, let me stop. Yeah, see, Judgment has 1080 base on Rusher. Mine's not that high. So, yeah, he's got me beat. So yeah, that 92, you see 3.5 G right there. You can barely see it in the top middle screen. Yeah, so I chilled out. I was looking around, debating whether I should keep attacking, and then I'm like, nah. So up here you'll see the video is coming close to an end, I think. No, it's not. Okay, so right here is where I was like winding down. I was about to end the video. I'm like, well, let me just take some of the of these cities that I forgot his name. Who is it? I barely see that because I am looking at my recording thing. My screen is really tiny there. The gray, Ivar the Gray. So I started taking his cities. Let's see. Oh, right now somebody asked how they can increase their speed or their stats and stuff. So I was just letting them know. Basically, just upgrading legendary gear, getting legendary gear, and upgrading your gear right now. Because I didn't mention gems. You'll see that oh, dang! I forgot that I had this whole conversation in the global. But anyways, I didn't mention gems because really the good gems are platinum and then of course diamond. So I didn't mention that, but Judgment brought it up. So, and then I just agreed. And then Judgment was saying that he wasn't getting enough action or he wasn't getting enough aggressive players by him. And I was asking if Nick Nasus wasn't playing aggressive, and he said nah. But yeah, you'll see that once I finish typing, jeez, and I'm a slow typer because I was typing with one finger because I was laying down in bed, holding the phone up with my left hand and just typing with one finger, so I'm really slow at typing. And then I delete all that and just sent that. But yeah, so right here I think it's coming up. So I'm gonna multi-scout. I start taking these cities, and then I end up once I take that 190, that's where I get the one wall in the video. The one wall, and it was a good wall. And I just, like I said, it was just fortunate for me, unfortunate for Judgment, because Judgment ended up going for the same city that I went for, but I beat him to it. Oh man. And I ended up walling because I can't take it easy on Judgment. I know he has better stats than me, so at any moment, I told him at any moment you can flip the switch on and it'd be over. So I take this 86, and once I take that 90, that's when it happens. But yeah, the season's going good. Currently right now I'm sitting in first. So this video I recorded 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. Or 2 nights ago. But yeah, right now I'm sitting close to 50 million KP. I'm ahead but in front of second place by about 20 million, which is okay for now, but I know everyone's saving a lot of gold, and I spent a good bit of my gold. So yeah, so I don't feel comfortable with this lead that I have right now. But I'm gonna try to go for first, and then next season in Platinum, I'm gonna try to go for first, but I know I won't get it. Just giving you the heads up right now. It's very, very slim that I get first in Platinum. Like a lot of the strong people that are supposed to be in Diamond will there's gonna be a lot of strong people that's supposed to be in Diamond and Platinum. But here goes. Boom, I take that 90 and oh no, Judgment. Gotcha. And I quickly send my troops and I have to speed boost because he's beating me by a little bit. Boom. And I started this series, the pay to win Road to Diamond, with what? Over 200 speed boosts. And now I'm down to like 90. There we go. I told him gotcha. And I scouted to see how much he had sent, and he sent the entire stack that he had there. Which this, like he said, that it would be good for my event, and it definitely did help because I was almost halfway, and it almost completed it. Well, now it put me on the last tier. Boom, and I walled them, and then I'll show you the report. So I got 14.8 G of XP and 5.08 of gold. And it kind of sucks because I didn't think to respec to full salvager real quick. So that frustrated me a little bit. Because I end up respecing right after this. Or as soon as I end the video. I end up respecing to full salvager. So I could have just done it for that one. I would have made so much money, but so much gold, but oh well. So I sent all my troops here to that 90 because I was expecting a battle with Nick Naces and Judgment, but Nick Naces ended up leaving, went up north, and then Judgment was trying to go down to silver, so he was giving away his cities. So yeah, so I didn't record the second half of this fight because it was basically free cities. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I did try to eat his 3.5 G troops, but after I ended the video, but he moved them out of the way. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.